What's up everyone, Melvin here. You're playing Planet Coaster today, part of the early access. I managed to gain access to the alpha build a couple of weeks ago, thanks to a subreddit user, GuyChicago, otherwise known as the guy who spent more money on this game than the developers themselves. Early access hit on the 22nd. I've been playing it ever since for at least 2 hours a day. I cannot get enough of this game. This game is incredible. It's so polished. It's so well done for an early access. Not without its niggles, of course, but I thought I'd use this opportunity to give you a raw review and overview of my thoughts and experiences within the game over the past week. Some things that I've enjoyed and some things that could be changed a little bit, as the game is in early access. There's a lot more that needs to be done to the game. I think we've got about 10% of the release. There's a lot more to come over the next couple of months. So I'm going to jump into a random park. I'm going to start a new park just to show off a little bit. A random park from scratch to show off some of the mechanics of the game itself. The game is absolutely fucking gorgeous. I'm currently running it on medium. I had trouble running it on high when there's more than 3,000 park guests, because I was only running an NVIDIA 460. It's a little bit rough, but it runs pretty well at medium. It runs on a lot of cards. It doesn't run on the integrated card I've got with this i5. A little bit of trouble with that. You need DirectX 11 support. So, as is customary with Planet Coaster, let's build some toilets. Let's build some fucking modern as fuck toilets, shall we? Right. Because what is a park without toilets? It's so easy to build in this thing. You can snap rotation, 45-degree angle I think is the best thing, personally. Now, whenever I play games like this, whenever I play RollerCoaster Tycoon, Parkitect, I never used to build around the things I placed down. If I placed a toilet, it would be a toilet. I wouldn't build walls around it. I wouldn't build any fancy stuff. It would be a toilet. It would be a hat shop. It would be, I don't know, fucking first aid. It would just be that. It would just be that little tiny block. You know, none more said. That's it. That's what I do. Since playing this, I can't do that. It's impossible to, because the second you place a block down and it says, you can build some walls around this, you might want to build some roofs and stuff, you like that? In fact, you can't stop yourself. Seriously. It is so difficult to stop yourself from just placing that singular block. There's so much to do when you build. And it's so easy to just build decent looking things. Okay, that looks like shit, if I'm being honest, but oh well. It's like everything looks good. You could be fucking, you could have one eye, no taste whatsoever, and not understand the basic concept of colour, and I guarantee you could build something that's pretty decent. In fact, you'd probably build stuff better than I can, actually. The sound effects and the Foley artistry in this game is amazing as well. Everything you place has got its own sound effect. Everywhere you move without the park has got sound effects. I can't find the toilet signs. They're gone. What the? Aha. You can snap to objects, which is really, really useful. There's them there. The snap to is usually in the central block, which can get a little bit finicky, but it does its job, I suppose. Now, these toilets are going to be nothing in comparison to some of the subreddit users. Some of those fucking bogs are amazing. And you can spend, hours on this shit, man. You can spend absolute hours designing toilets. And that sounds ridiculous, but when you start building those shitters, you can't stop. It's practically impossible to. Because it's just so easy to make things look good without trying. And like I said previously, I am appalling at designing buildings. Oh shit. As you'll see in my makeshift park, Dankneyland. So I'll show you after this. I did a little video on that the other day. Kind of rushed it, so I didn't really get to look at any of the really cool bits in my park, but alright, we can get around that. And what I'm doing now is placing in the little fillers into the roofs, because obviously that's a curved piece but there. Now we need a wall to go in there. It's so easy. Just hold shift to go up and down. Z to rotate. And you can, it just sockets itself in. It just, look at that, that's marvellous. It's so easy to just make stuff look good. Even when it looks like shit. I mean, you'd expect something like that in Swansea, but, you know, come on. What else can we put? Oh, we need to fill that up. Shit. The camera does need a bit of work at times. I've noticed. I've had issues with the camera kind of doing its own thing whenever once. Uh-oh, I think we fucked up here. I have to delete these. Let's place that down. Come on, Melv! But, other than it zooming out or concentrating on an area which is not meant to, especially when you're building at higher altitudes, it's not that much of an issue. Like, I've had a problem when I've been, oh, fuck's sake, when I've been building on a pre-built zone, which is made by one of the developers, who used the terrain tools to build a tree out of the ground, and it's a massive oak tree or some kind of fantasy tree. And I thought, oh, I'm going to make a tree house in this. It's going to look fucking amazing. And it frustrated me to the point where I just couldn't be bothered. It was so awkward to build this tree. That I give up. I give up because of the camera not doing what I wanted it to do. It was going every fucking way, and I just kind of had a guts full, but, you know, it happened. But other than that, I haven't had any real issues with the camera. Placing stuff internally as well can be quite a hassle as well. Let's place that happy guy there. I'm not pressing F. There we go. What do we need here? We need some other signs. Just to make people know. This is a fucking shit, so this is. Bump. Lights. Let's get some lights. Now, one thing I will say is that the menus need a little bit of sorting out. You know, we've got lights and decorations, lighting and scenery, lighting and everything. You should be able to... Obviously, at some point in the future, it'll be done, but I'd like to see a little bit more organisation as to where everything is and where everything should go. Because at the minute, everything's just kind of in its own place at random, almost. Obviously, it's not at random. There's a reason it's there. But the way it feels as though it's at random. Bump, toilet. Oosh, not even embarrassed with that. That's pretty cool. Right, the path. Oh, the holy path tab. Now, I've never done bath salts or crystal meth in my life, but I think if I ever do, it'll be something like using this path tool. This is something that needs to be addressed by the developers at some point. The AI behind it works for the most part. But it can do crazy stuff like that. It has got a mind of its own. That's not even fucking symmetrical. And there's a lot of issues when placing down bit of rides and exits, for example. I'll do that now. Let's extend this path up here. Let's try and find out the width of the path. Right, that's not. You can place things. The shortest you can go is a meter, which is fair enough. So you have got that kind of piece by piece building, a la RCT3, RCT2. Because there's no localized grid across the entire area, it's difficult to build off that. Everything's got its own grid, but it just doesn't show you where it is. I'm going to build up here. I like symmetry whenever I build stuff, whenever I design or work and stuff. I like symmetry. So this is... That's getting my OCD up. Alright, let's get some buildings. Let's get some rides. Rides? What rides do we want? Octopus. Who doesn't fucking love the octopus? Look at that shit. Right, we'll put that shit up there. Look at the detail on this fucking thing. Look at that. Every fucking LED. It's flashing already. Fuck. It's incredible. It's so polished and clean, and the reflections and I just want it to be released now. I'm looking motherfucker. Right, place entrance. No. We added a queue to the entrance. This is where things start to get a little bit weird. Because you have to place a ticket booth at the end, which connects the two. Now that was relatively painless, but some of the bigger builds you have, such as an elevated coaster, which I'll show you in my next park, it's difficult to get down and it's not as straightforward. The path tools are fiddly at best. And like I said, it's early access. There's a lot of fucking... That's really fucking weird. It's early access. There's a lot more to come, but that's an issue that I know the developers are looking into. But it's so blatant, because it's the thing you have to use the second you start the game. Is the path tool. That it's just... It's in your face from the second you start it up. Like, our paths are fucked. Just use them anyway. I hope that the scenery items aren't expensive in the final release of the game, because you spend a lot of time placing down shit like bushes and making things look nice. And forgetting to rotate things. Oh shit, no, let's do this quickly. It's such an easy game, like I said earlier, to make things look nice. Which is strange for me, because usually everything I make in every game looks like absolute shit. Signs. What's sign we got? We got a octopus sign. Planet coaster. No. Props. What props we got? Whoa. Autosave. We got this fucking thing. Yes, boys. We like that. Put that there. Skadoosh. Oh, that's fucking off-center, isn't it? Alright then. A lot of piratey stuff in here at the minute. One of the main themes that they're producing is pirates. Which is, you know, it's pretty cliche. Every park needs pirates. But the announced... the announced themes so far... Pirates, sci-fi, fantasy, western, spooky, vanilla, and Planet Coaster. Now the question is, what the hell is the difference between vanilla and Planet Coaster? Because surely Planet Coaster is vanilla. You'd think, because Planet Coaster is the original game. Ractopus! Have we got people coming into my park? Yes! Look at this. Look at just... just the animations, the detail. The fact that everyone almost looks the same when you get into a crowd. It's Orange Day here at Planet Coaster today. It's very orange. Right, anyway, what's this fucking wheel? Speaking of crystal meth. Right, let's build a coaster, because that's what we're all here to do, isn't it? Just make the length a lot wider. Hello. Let's try and make... Can I make this into a perfect circle? Can I? No. I can make a teardrop. Ah, disappointing. Ah, well, that'll do. Anyway. Now, the way to get into the coaster builder in the... early access. Oh, shit. Use a little cheat code called Under Construction. You go to any search bar, type in Under Construction, and you unlock the coasters. Arrows track, box spline. Replace the T-Rex track down. Replace it approximately by here. We'll place it upwards so I can put that, make our pointer simple. Right. We're leaving that way. We want more. Booster. Is that back or front? I can't tell. Is that back or front? Well, we're not entirely sure. Right, let's make a dip. Let's make a booster straight away. Angle snap. You can snap to angles in almost everything you do. This is where the coaster builder gets a little bit fiddly. And it can be quite annoying at times. Can I just bring it down as far as I can go? What's the highest I can bring it down to? That'll do. Right. As with any coaster, you always start with a drop. I don't know why. I'm not a professional coaster builder. I'm nowhere near a professional coaster builder, but apparently that's what you do. So we're gonna... Oh, shit. We're gonna spin it around here. I'm trying to make a compact coaster. We're gonna start going up. With a chain lift. That'll do. There we go. brake on it. Do you want a brake? You can also adjust the length of the pieces of track you're creating, which is really easy to forget. We're going to brake there to make them shit themselves. You can't make a complete drop yet on these ones. You can't do a 0G and a 90-degree angle drop, which is disappointing. Can I make an Aberman roll? Corkscrew. Where's my Aberman? Nope. Nope. Right, okay, never mind that. Right. This is where it gets a bit fiddly, in my opinion. I've had real trouble building these fucking damn things. And I'm not a very good coaster builder at all. I'm actually atrocious at building roller coasters. Right, so we're going to go that way. We're going to extend that to 12 meters because that's what we were on before. Right then. Now we need to do some loops. Left in. Left in. Right in. Right in. Left in. Right in. Let's put a corkscrew in. We'll just put it going straight for now. Whoa, this is where it gets a little bit weird. Like I said, the coaster builder is far from finished. And there is a little function available in the coaster builder which makes it all the more worthwhile, which is fantastic. It's a smooth function, which allows you to smooth. Oh, right, I want right in. Right in. No. Fuck. Okay, I need to delete some of these. I want to go past there. There's a smooth all function that you can use, which is really great. Because it allows you to create coasters that are absolutely shit, but then smooth the tracks out as you do so that it looks like you know what you're doing, when in actual fact you don't, if you're anything like me. It's really great. But I wish there was a smooth all function, because currently you have to do it piece by piece. That's not going to be enough shit. Right, boys, look like we're just going to do this freestyle. We'll get this going past you. Begin with. Bring that down there. Right, now we're going to go this way. Oh, fuck. Don't like that angle at all, mate. Doing this. Right click to drag, which can be a little bit awkward if you're not used to it. Like very city skylines type of control room. Right, we've been upside down for a bit too long now, I think. Is there any way I can get out to being upside down? Nope. Uh-oh. If I do a barrel roll, will that allow me to go back up? Yes. Barrel roll it is. We're going to come back into here now. There's some really weird inversions you can do here. Like, I don't really do roller coasters as much, you know. I enjoy them, but I'm not as big a fan of them as I really should be playing a game like this. Oh, I want to build that thing. How cool does that look? Oh, it intersects there. Shit, mate. But, even as someone who doesn't know much about roller coasters themselves... Oh, fuck. I just lost it. It's easy to get into this shit and really just get balls deep into building decent things. I need to be higher, right? Higher we must go. Shit. I want a pretzel knot loop or Batwing loop. Right. This is where the game starts to take the piss a little bit. Because we want to get from there all the way over here. For some reason I can't bring my track down. This is where it gets really, really fiddly. I said, I'm just guessing here. But getting the track back to where it needs to be can be an absolute righteous pain in the fucking ass. Is that right? No! Ugh. I have had nightmares using this thing. Trying to connect a coaster. Go on, just do it. Just do it. Just do it. You can build revert from behind as well. Oh. And sometimes, if it's really nice, it'll do that to you. Sometimes it doesn't. Right. So that is our coaster. It looks absolutely magnifique. I think that's fantastic. Right, so what do we do? We click it. And because this is in such an alpha stage, there isn't actually a coaster menu. This is the developer debug menu. So we're going to add a train. We're going to add a rage. Oh, can I add more? Werewolf has 8. Gasm has 8. Oh, Gasm will do that. But that looks like proper fucking 90s, doesn't it? There we go. Start it up. Yeah, that works. Left hill. Look at the fucking detail, man. Like I said, this is on medium graphics. The reflection the reflection map is fantastic as well. You can zoom in on any single bolt, and it'll reflect everything that's behind you. Go on, son. Go on, son. I got that A level in physics. I can make this shit work. By now, I'd have spewed my tits off. Barrel rolls, barrels. Can you make it? No. 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 Obviously not. Right. Okay. 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 Edit track. Okay. Okay. Oh. I did not realize you could make these boosters. Well then. Alright, let's show that again. Well, as it turns out, it works to some degree. It works! As I was saying before, I enjoy theme parks. I don't enjoy going on roller coasters because I'm an absolute pussy. But I appreciate them. I find them fascinating. I find the engineering that goes in behind them, the physics. I think it's just fascinating, and I love creating things. So games like RollerCoaster Tycoon, Parkitect, and I really hurt my hand when I did that. I love playing those games. I think they're really great time sinks. Career mode. Multiplayer mode is something that hasn't been discussed in Planet Coaster, though it would be nice. However, I don't know how it would work. But as it stands now, although there's not much to do, considering the palettes we've been given, the themes we've been given, Planet Coaster has got a lot of potential. Go on, son. Go on, son. Just do it for me. Do it for the vine. Shame. I'm going to give it one more. We're going to give it one more try. This time maybe we'll reduce the car size, maybe? Maybe this will go faster? We'll find out. I'm a big fan of The Sims. I'm a big fan of most games like this, but I think this game is just so rewarding when it comes to creativity. Like I said earlier, you could be blind with one arm and never seen the light of day, don't understand what colour blue is, and you could literally make a decent park. And that's not to say it's easy. It's not an easy game. It's as rewarding as you make it. You can customize anything, but you can just go bog standard as you need to. If you just want to stick down a fucking shitter with 4 walls, you do that. If you want to get into the nitty gritty and make the most piratical looking shit that you can find, you can do that. Nothing's going to stop you from doing that. Oh, good, go on. Away with you. Right, that counts. It's open. It works. It works. That's fine. It'll do. It'll do. Right. I'll do it. That's okay. I debug. Right. It works. We know our park works. This is why I should never run Disneyland. This is where it gets a little bit awkward now. Building paths down. I've had a lot of trouble with this. Not like that. That looks pretty easy, doesn't it? It also looks pretty shit. It can get really fucking fiddly. Oh, I don't want to do that. Little issues that will obviously be rectified come release. Delete that bit. Delete that section. Right, there we go. Now just go down. Go down as fuck. I want you to go down, please. And this awkward thing it does with the camera where it'll move as you're placing things down for a laugh. That is irritating as shit. Right. And you need one for the exit because there's too much to stand there. Holy shit. There you go. Ta-da! Right, you can theme your ride as well. You can do little internal things. Open? Yes. For example, let's find something that I can build open. I can't do that. Let me jump into my other park and we'll see what we can do with that. I'll just save that as new save game. This is for Johnny Clark. This is called Johnny Clark Loves Dick. Oh, just loves. Johnny Clark loves. That'll do. Okay. Right. Second to the main menu. The music in this game is fantastic. Just can't get over the music. Everything about this game is feel good. Everything. It just makes you feel good. The music, the reactions of the crowds, the sounds, the lighting as well. It just makes you feel good. It's a feel good game. It's really strange. There's no malice behind everything. Everything's built with the best intentions. It's not cheesy. It's got a bit of that Disney vibe. You know, everything's a little bit over the top, and I think that's great compared to like RollerCoaster Tycoon, which is more like a Six Flags sort of Thorpe Parky. You know, we're all about the coasters, not much else. This game is about theming and setting as much as it is the coasters themselves. Now, my PC might start chugging a little bit here because I've hit the 3,000 park member limit. But let's have a look around. This is an example of how you can fuck up with the coaster builder. Look at that. Look at this. Look at this. If we can get something right. Would you ride that? Would you ride that? I don't even know what. I don't even understand. What's that? Well, where's broken? Would you ride that? I wouldn't, because I got 2 kids. I want to see them grow up. Another one here. That one's a little bit more of a. Ooh. That was a little bit safer. Should we call it safer? I don't think you can necessarily call that safe when it's in my hands. It's really easy to make your park look full. And the trick is, surround everything with fucking sycamores. Because it doesn't look like there's anything apart from your park there. Look at that. Just look at that. How amazing and gorgeous is this game? Just have a little bit of a squiz around. Look at that, man. Chief Beef! It's so easy to just make shitty looking shops and milkshake shops and shit like that. I got a Main Street here somewhere, which I've just lost. Let's have a look in here. It's so easy. I hope this game has VR support, because I think that would tip me over the edge for being interested in VR. I don't particularly care for VR as it stands, but should this game have VR access, or VR integration, I don't know what the fuck you want to call it, that would probably interest me in it. Look at that, man. Look at this giant fucking golf ball. Such a good looking game. Right, anyway. Like I said, theming. The only 2 themes available are Planet Coaster and Pirate Land. Let's have a look at pirates. And it is drenched in piratical nonsense. One thing I started doing, which I'd noticed in other people's parks on the Reddit, is making buildings for no reason at all. It's one thing I never thought to do in any game I played, RollerCoaster Tycoon, Parkitect or otherwise. Just making a building and putting it down just for theming. Never even thought about it. This building here took me about 2 hours to build. And in retrospect, it looks like absolute shit. It's supposed to be the opening, or the theming queue to the ride I built down here. But the problem is, because this ride is so far away from the park entrance, nobody uses this ride. And I spent ages building this ride, this coaster. Like I said, you can build walls and you can theme the ride itself and the queue. The only thing that's stopping you from building walls and things is coaster tracks and rides themselves. You can build on almost anything and everything. It's incredible. You can build like internal parts, like down there. There's an internal part in a coaster I built over here, actually. By here. See, during the first loop before the lift hill, I got a bit of an indoor section, which looks okay. It looks a bit shit personally, but oh shit. But you can do stuff like that. You can do shit like that. User-generated content as well as on the way. It's so easy to make something that looks really good if you're shit. It's hence why I made my park. I'm not saying my park looks good. It looks a bit fucking awkward if I'm brutally honest, but it's so easy to just have fun with the limited tools that are available. It's in alpha. It's been out less than a week. In fact, it's been out 5 days. And some of the things that people can make online are incredible. I'm going to post a link below to the subreddit, to the forums, and I'm going to put a couple of images I found up on Imgur to show what you can do with this tool set, this game, which is considered in alpha, in inverted commas. This is so polished. This is so unique and thick and heavy. Everything in place has got weight to it. The sound, like I said, the sound and Foley design is amazing. Lighting, the reflection maps. You can zoom in on a bolt and you can see the entire reflection of the park behind you. You can go down into, let me just show you this. This is one of the coolest features I found. You can click on a random person. What's his name? Dean Isley. Hello, I'm coming to your park today. Let's have a look. In first person, what Dean's really interested in plants at the minute. I'm a herbologist. Oh, I like your fucking bushes by there. It's really nice, that is. Oh, I'm leaving now. I'm leaving. Because I've got to pick my wife up because she's giving birth, right? I'll see you later. But that's actually really fucking boring. Thanks, Dean. Where you going? Oh, they turned around. What are you turning around for? What's wrong with my park? That fat kid there. Barry Herald. Just look. Holy shit, man. Just walking through people. Yeah. Sun shafts and all that sort of graphics nonsense that I don't understand. It all works. Anyway, if you were wondering about whether to buy the early access and can't justify it yourself, think of it this way. Getting early access now will give you 6 months extra game time. You can help the developers build the game the way you want it to. I've already submitted some threads on the forums and on the subreddit to try and help shape things that I'm quite interested in. Bug fixing has to be, it's part and parcel of being an alpha tester, I suppose you could call it that. You're paying a decent wedge, I think it's 50 quid. But having played the early access, I would front 50 quid for it. Personally, after playing the things I've played over the past 5 days and having such fun and joy out of a game, pure joy, I would definitely upfront 50 quid. Definitely. It gives you full access to the game on release. It allows you access to the game 6 months beforehand. There won't be, as far as we know, any data wipes. So if you're building a park, for instance, like this is now, I've saved areas on this park for patches. So when we get big dick theming, when I can just put down massive dicks, that's going to be big dick land, you know? Because as far as we're aware, there won't be any wipes. There won't be any. You can save your parks up until release. I hope I've swayed you in your opinion. I think it's the best investment that's been made all year. I didn't buy my early access. It was given to me by a subreddit user called GuyChicago, who I literally think spent thousands upon dollars on the game. He bought, I think it was 20 copies of the early bird to give out to Reddit users. He bought the fucking collector's edition, the Coaster Head Club, which is a private club that gets you contact with the Frontier development team. He even bought the fucking Founder's Stone, which is a digital piece of artwork that's placing everyone's park with his name on it. This guy is incredible. I don't know what he does for a living. He must sell drugs, obviously. But, like, the support the community has given the game over the past 6 months has been incredible. There's been no sulk. There's been no whinging, because everyone just wants to play a damn good theme park game. Everyone wants to have fun with the theme park game. I bet everyone can remember playing RC1 and 2 back in the day. This is the next generation of that. And okay, there's a few games that are up and coming with Parkitect, RCTW, and this. But the community on, especially the subreddit itself, which is quieter than the forums, is fantastic. There's no complaints, because it's an alpha game. Any complaints get sent to the Frontier team on the forums. No one's bitching, no one's whining. It's a fantastic community to be a part of, and I'm really grateful that I'm able to be a part of this community, helping to shape this game. And it's not very often that you get the chance to do that. I did it with Darkest Dungeon, and I'm doing it with this now, and I hope to be doing it with Overwatch. We all know what fucking happened there, didn't we? But I'll leave you on this. If this has swayed you to get the early access, then get it. Although it costs twice as much as the original game itself, you're getting months worth of content, and you're getting to be part of a community that, this far along in development, I'd never experienced as such. And I hope that's swayed your decision. So, with that in mind, that's me out. Melvin, subscribe, like, comment, and all that other shit.